Hey guys, welcome to your weekly astrological horoscope for Sunday, January 14th. Um I hope you guys enjoyed your rest day. I know that yesterday I feel like there just wasn't a whole lot of energy going around. If you guys had a rough one or a hard day or something, hey, tell me in the comments below. Definitely would like to know what kind of day you guys had on Saturday. Just so that we can kind of see whether the energies really did align for that, or if quite the opposite. Maybe you guys had a busy day or something. Definitely would like to hear what your kind of day was. Moving forward to Sunday, here's where things begin to get a little heavy, as we're gonna have a rather interesting day. So let's get into this real quick, right? First of all, we want to talk about the fact that Moon and Lilith are going to be together only, 6 minutes away on the same degree in Capricorn tomorrow. So these are the two moons beginning to they've come to their partnership, their agreement. They realized what it is that they wanted to do in Sagittarius, and they're going to begin pushing forward in Capricorn. Because remember, this cusp area is ruled by Athena, whom obviously takes the knowledge that was obtained during Sagittarius, that was researched, right? And that's why I told you guys yesterday, do your research for whatever it is that you want to initiate. Do your research, come to an understanding of what it is that you want to move forward with, and as the moons enter Capricorn, that's when we begin to put all of that information into action. Now, today is an extremely Capricornian day, and any child born on this day is going to be like, holy crap, child, why are you so Capricornian? Because it's like really, really much. We're going to have Saturn, Moon, Lilith, Mercury, Pluto, Sun, Venus, all in Capricorn, and I wanted to include Vulcan. Now, Vulcan isn't a sign that I don't normally use all the time, but here it's going to have a very significant meaning, and I want to make sure that I am able to address how I want to explain Vulcan in this particular situation. Because let's think back of what's been going on for the last week, right? We've been trying to figure out what it is that we want to do in our life and what we want to have in our lives. Be able to accomplish the things that we want in our lives, but having the desire and the intensity and the push to be able to do them. And so that's why these two energies have been sextiling for as long as they have, because it's been trying to push you forward into the direction that you're supposed to be going in, despite the fact that you may have some mental barriers that are holding you back because of this Jupiter trining the nodes, right? But today, I believe, is the day when the correction occurs. And I think that's exactly what I want to call it. I don't necessarily want to say, oh, the new karmic route you're supposed to be going down, or returning to the route that you're supposed to be on, or whatever. No. I feel like I want to call this a correction. And the reason I say that is because, one, the two moons are working together. Both the conscious emotional side of you as well as the unconscious side of you are both going to be working as one to move into the direction you're supposed to be going to. But more importantly is this Vulcan conjunct Pluto. Now, again, I didn't speak much about Vulcan in any of my previous videos, with the exception of Mercury entering Capricorn, which, once again, if you have not seen that video, please watch it. But if you haven't, I'm going to still explain it in this particular video, as this is where it makes the most sense to talk about this. Vulcan is the blacksmith of the gods. Vulcan will break old conscious habits to give birth to a new way of thinking, right? A new path that you should be on. While it's on Pluto, This is a transformation. This isn't just something that is happening in the minds, and I do mean minds because both Pluto, both the moon and the dark moon are together, but I do mean a massive transformation occurring both consciously and subconsciously. And I'm going to read you guys a little excerpt here of what, what Pluto, what Vulcan and Capricorn normally does, and now magnify that more because it's on Pluto as well, right? I can kind of paraphrase it a bit, but Vulcan is essentially a moment in which you perceive to have kind of a loss of power. You're going through a transition to restructure and broaden your awareness of new mental patterns that will be created or forged, because again, the blacksmith of gods. These structures will align with the needs of the collective and serve as an anchor for your evolutionary path in the material world, right? They're influenced by both Capricorn and Uranus, because at a time Uranus, Saturn co-rules Aquarius, as well as Uranus ruling Aquarius being ruled by Uranus. Saturn has kind of a slight energy that is related with Aquarius, even though it's more Capricornian, but it's this collective that is happening. It's happening to the collective, right? This is a moment for all of us in which old ways of thinking are literally going to be broken, right? Chains that are going to be snapped to allow something new to be created. And it's so very interesting that it's happening on the 19th degree on Pluto as it's sextiling Jupiter. And the two moons are together with Saturn. So again, this is a massive energy right here, and having 8 placements in Capricorn at once. This is the beginning of that relay race. Remember, I told you guys yesterday that we're feeling kind of on edge and a little bit shaky and finicky and waiting for our turn for the relay race. Today is literally all systems go, all green lights, just push forward. The race has begun. Today, the race has begun. And what is this race? Well, it's the race of your karmic path. You got to remember, all of this is happening on Saturn. This is a huge push to get people to work on the karmic path. The moons already know what it is that they need to be doing. They're on the cusp between these two planets here, while this cusp is essentially trining the ruler of it. Athena rules that cusp between Sagittarius and Capricorn, and Athena is trining the moons and Saturn while in that position. If you have not been watching these last couple videos moving up till today, then you're probably not going to be aware of it. But if you have been keeping up with this, you know that this transit right here, or the last couple days, I should say, have been trying to get you to realign to your karmic path, to realize that there are things that need to come to an end so that you can do something new. This is it right here. This is the solidification. I don't even know if that's a word. This is the moment in which you solidify your attitude towards achieving your karmic path. This is a mental shift right here. So a transit like this, even though it doesn't look major, is more powerful than most people are really kind of letting on. And It's really getting people to realize New Game Plus has begun. Here's your new road, your new rainbow road or whatever have you. To be able to finish your karma, to be able to clear your karma. You know, I've been hearing other astrologers talk about how like, oh yeah, your karma was cleared last year. It's all good. Now, you know, go do things. I'm sorry, but I really don't agree with that, and I will be vocal about that. I don't believe that karma is that easily cleared, because I've, for my own self, been working my ass off for a whole year to clear my karma. If anything else, Saturn in Capricorn here is literally Saturn checking everyone if you've been working on your karma or if you've been sleeping on it. And this is that moment of, oh, so I was gone for 30 years. I was cycling around the fucking zodiac. I come back home and I catch y'all fucking sleeping on your karma that you're supposed to be clearing. You better have gotten your shit together. Better have gotten your shit together. Because from here on out, from this moment forward, you should be working on your karma. And if you're on your karmic path, everything for you in this life is going to feel so easy and smooth. And it's like, oh man, everything that I've, been working on is just, it's happening, it's working, nothing's getting in the way. If you're not clearing your karma and you're trying to dodge it or avoid it, or you're not facing the things that you're supposed to be doing, if you're not going on the path you should be treading, everything's gonna feel like a massive wall. There's gonna be delays. There's gonna be frustrating moments. You're gonna have the Four of Swords reversed. It's gonna be a moment of, breaking down and forced resting. I know I constantly say, listen to your intuition. The intuition will tell you what to do. Today's really one of those days because the two moons are together while your mentality is literally being reforged. Your optimism, your expectations are being transformed with that sextile to Pluto. Truths are beginning to show up in, left and right. I mean, it doesn't fucking take a telepath. Like, just open up one of your YouTube news sites. Start listening to people for the last, 2 months, maybe. Look at what's happening in the world. Greedy bastards are coming out and are being forced into the public. People are becoming aware of the shit that has been happening that they have not been, that, they were getting away with, essentially. The darkness is coming out into the light, and now it's a moment for them to pay their karma. And they're going to pay it because they are obviously not going to correct themselves. We may not see it publicly, but behind the scenes, there's going to be shit happening to people. It's very easy to, look at a magazine or something and say, wow, this model's so beautiful and she's so popular and in all the magazines, and man, she has such a beautiful and nice life. God, I wish I was like her. And then you don't realize that person comes back home and has a broken family, abused by a family member, and she just puts on a mask every single day for the newspapers. You don't know what people's lives are behind doors. But that's karma for you. If you are not clearing your karma, then shit is going to happen. Shit happens all the time. We love to say that we live in a perfect society, but let's be real here, we don't. Nothing is balanced out. Everything is either extremes on one end or extremes in the other end. There's a massive imbalance in the world right now. But even when there are imbalances, there are still things that make things right. Even someone who's homeless and has nothing can still find more happiness than someone who has obtained everything in this world and is completely unsatisfied by everything they've accumulated. It's a moment to really find out what's important for you, what's important to you. What do you want to foster? What do you want to nurture? And where do you want to go? Because your mind is literally being rewired right now to work towards your karma. And as long as you're working towards your clearing your karma, everything else will work out. We have Venus here. We have Mercury here. We have Moon here. We have Sun here. We have Pluto here. We're going to have a new moon at the in a couple days in Capricorn. All this energy here in Capricorn, I mean, we've talked about Capricorn multiple times. What does Capricorn like to do? Work, get shit done, achieve things, complete goals. You want to fucking start a business right now and make it absolutely successful? This is the time to do it. You want to be able to, I don't know, insert something here and want to get it done? This is the time to do it. This is the energy to literally write down anything you want and be able to make it happen. Now, obviously, if you write down, well, I want to win the lottery, well, you're shit out of luck. Why? Because this isn't Sagittarius energy. This is Capricorn energy. Capricorn requires work, requires commitment, putting in the effort, doing things with integrity. Don't fucking try to Scorpio undermine something. Don't try to leave it up to Buku, Magic, Luck, Sagittarius. This is Capricorn. You put in the work, you get rewarded. As I've heard people around me say constantly, Saturn doesn't deny, it delays. But Saturn is in Capricorn right now, while Pluto has been destroying Capricorn. Saturn is going through it to fix all the things that needed to be transformed, to put things on its proper course. And we're going to be having this energy for the next two or so years. But right now, it's the peak of that Cancer or Capricorn energy because we have so much in here. I mean, don't get me wrong. 2019, getting close to 2020, when we have Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, South Node, all in Capricorn, that's going to be like monumental energy. You know, something we haven't seen in... Fuck, I've already tried going through the chart at least 2,000 years into the back. We haven't seen all four of those placements together ever. So, this is a really big moment to put a lot of work, a lot of effort, and know that you will get all of the returns for all the effort that you put in. What's the deadline for all of this? I would say about March 3rd. No, not March 3rd, about March 9th, I think it is, when Jupiter begins to retrograde. That's my deadline for all of this. You have 2 full months to literally just block out distractions and entertainments and focus on 2 things: clearing your karma and pushing forward your goals. You do those 2 things, you can succeed. You can succeed. There is so much energy here pushing everyone forward. And when Jupiter begins to retrograde, that's when I would suggest toning down the energy because Jupiter retrograding will be more of like rewarding us for what we've put in. We're going to have a couple difficult transits throughout the year. Not too many of them. Some of them are going to be more ground shaking than actually big moments to, you know, nail in right there. I still need to go through the later half of the year as well and figure out what that's going to be like. From what I've heard other people, it doesn't look like it's going to be a particularly huge year until December. December is when things begin to really pick up again. And obviously we still have the solar eclipse that's going to be happening in the summertime as well. But right now it's really about work and effort equals results. And Capricorn loves nothing more than results. So you do what you need to be doing, and I say it in that particular way because it's Capricorn, it's CEO, it's company. You do what you need to be doing. You put the effort you need to be putting in to finishing off the work that you need to work on spiritually, and you work towards the things that you want as well, and Capricorn will deliver. It will reward those that bring in results. So I mean, that's kind of really what I got going on for today. Obviously I say that today is the big trigger for this, but this energy is going to be with us for quite some time. Today is just a really big peak of that like mental reforging moving forward. There's not really to talk a whole lot as far as aspects go, really. We still have, you know, Ceres on North Node, Athena getting ready to hit Taurus. Actually, Vesta will be ingressing into Sagittarius between the 14th and the 15th. Again, it's almost like a midnight freaking transit. I need to make a video of Vesta explaining what that's gonna be like. I'm not prepared for it, to be honest. I myself need to put some more effort into my work. See what I mean there? But yeah, aside from that, there's not really a whole lot else going on. It's just today is a huge mental reprogramming of put the effort, get the work done, show the results, enjoy the rewards that you will be given. So hopefully that really does help you guys. That's kind of really it for this weekend. If I post a Vesta video, that'll be great. If I don't, I'll try to post it with next week's videos as well. As usual, everyone, thanks for watching. Really do appreciate you guys' support. I'm able to do what I do because you guys help me out here. Guys, give me the views, give me the shout outs. Yeah, you guys' support truly is absolutely astonishing. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back next week with your Monday through Wednesday videos, and we'll be discussing our how do I say this? Our road essentially to the new moon that we're going to be having in Capricorn. So, y'all guys, as usual, stay safe, stay positive, and I'll catch you guys on the next cast. Peace.